Welcome to the Business Building Boutique podcast for new life coaches. If you are a newly certified coach who's trying to figure out how to grow your business, you're in the right spot. Join me each week to learn simple business growth strategies along with step-by-step marketing tips to get you seen by clients in your niche. I'm going to be your guide. I'll tell you what to do so you can feel confident in your business. And here's the truth, ladies. You can build your dream coaching business without paid ads and without a fancy sales funnel. So if that sounds interesting and you're ready to get more paid clients, then let's get started. Hey there, I am really excited to be talking to you over the next 4 weeks about software and technology that you can use in your coaching business. Now, let me just say that this is one of the things that I get so many questions about when I talk to coaches on consultation calls, or I see in Facebook groups or in the Slack channels where I'm visiting with coaches. What I find out is that technology is really overwhelming. And oftentimes, it's interesting, we've made such a big deal out of technology in our mind. Coaches have bought things that they thought they needed or subscribed to things that they thought they needed way before they ever needed them. And they end up having pieces of technology, schedulers, various things that they are not even actually ready to use yet, right? How many of you guys have bought something? If you're listening, I wonder how many things you've subscribed to, software that you didn't actually need just yet. So in the next 4 weeks, I want to talk to you about the technology that you'll use in your coaching program. And I am really very clear about the pieces that you need to use right now and the pieces that you can skip. So I'm going to talk to you about Canva. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to talk to you about Google Drive. I'm going to talk to you about Flowdesk. And I'm also going to talk to you about any other miscellaneous apps that you might use in your business. All right. So those 4 things we're going to talk about the next 4 weeks. Today, I'm going to start with Canva. And I'm really excited because I also have, if you will go to my website, shadid.com, you will see that I have a Canva training on my website. It is actually a full training where I walk you through what you need to do visually. You'll see each step by step that I'm going to talk to you about today. Kind of as a background for you, if you don't already know this, I have been in marketing since 2000, and I had a wedding magazine for about 18 years. I do know how to use Photoshop, which is one of the ways that you can do graphic design. But let me tell you, since Canva came along, oh my gosh, it's so easy. And I can teach any of you guys how to use it in 1 hour. Truthfully, 1 hour. So I want you to learn Canva. I want you to go watch the class on my website and watch the full class. There's also a template that's included at the end. It's a coaching brochure, and you can download that template and begin to do your own Canva coaching brochure to be something that you can send to clients in your business. So let's start from the beginning about Canva. When you first start in Canva, and I really want to encourage you to get Canva Pro. It is not very much money, and it depends on if you're going to pay for it for a year, if you're going to pay for it a month at a time, but it's like $10-12, something like that. So I want you to get Canva Pro. I looked just now to see the cost of my Canva Pro. I'm not sure what everybody else's Canva Pro is, but my Canva Pro is $12.95 a month. You can also pay it on an annual basis. So you're going to want to do Canva Pro because it allows you to set up some things in your Pro account that you can't do in the free account. One of the key things when you go to set up your Canva, and you'll see on the videos, I talk about setting up your brand. And we're not going to talk all in depth about branding, but having a consistent brand is very important. And this is one of the ways that you can create things that look very expensive, that look like you've had a graphic designer involved, and you do it on Canva yourself. So you will pick out your colors for your business brand, and I have a whole training on that as well. But you guys can either work with somebody to help you with your branding. You can do that through, you can find some things on Etsy, you can find some things on Creative Market, or you can hire somebody to do it for you and to do something really customized. In the Business Building Boutique, we actually talk a lot about branding. I really help you understand why you need, like 3 light colors and 3 dark colors, why you need logos in two different sizes, a main logo and a sub logo. I help you understand about the fonts that you want to use in your branding. Typically, I recommend 3 fonts. One of the great things about Canva Pro is that you can upload fonts. So if the fonts that you want to use in your business are not already in Canva, you can upload a font or upload all of your fonts, and then you have your fonts that go with your brand in Canva. So when you set up your brand kit in Canva Pro, you're going to add the colors, you're going to upload your logos, and you are going to set your fonts that you want to use as your main fonts in your marketing. Now, when you go into Canva, you can search for templates for anything. The sizes are already set up. So let's just say that you decide to do a presentation like a workshop. I love having people do workshops. You're going to do a workshop. You can find a set of slides that you want that are presentation style. Say that you want it to be like minimalist style, or you can have whatever kind of version of, kind of design style that you want. Once you start working on that presentation slide, it's so incredible because if you have Canva Pro, you can go up on kind of the top left corner, and you're going to have to be on your Canva to see this, but you'll remember this. There's a little crown. That's for Pro. You can click on the crown, and it actually changes all of the slides in the presentation book from whatever they were in Canva to your brand in one click. It's so amazing. I honestly didn't know that, and a client just told me that recently. So you can change it all, and then there's a little way for you to shuffle through so that if you don't like the way that Canva set it up that one time, you can shuffle to the next assortment, and it will put your colors and your fonts through the entire presentation. So now all you have to do is go in and change the words. That is an incredible thing, you guys. Once you do a presentation like that and you kind of establish an aesthetic, a look that you want to do for your business, you can start looking for similar styled like social media graphics or workbooks or whatever it is you might be doing. When I have clients in the Business Building Boutique, I actually share all of my templates, an entire template library of everything you ever needed for a coaching business and more. You can use my templates, and then everything that you do will have the same aesthetic. So it will all look like it was meant to go together. You'll just open up the template, change your colors. If you're using the Canva Pro, click on the crown and it will update to your colors. And then of course you just change whatever copy, change the name of your program, change your name, whatever that is, you change it in there. All right, so that's kind of the basics of that. You can create email signatures. You can create your presentations, your workbooks. Oh my goodness, you guys can create a logo in there. The logos are really good. I've had several clients do that. You can create your logo in there. You can do thank you cards in there. You can print directly from Canva. Canva, you send it to a printer and you can print something like 25 copies of whatever it is you want. I don't recommend that you guys print very many things because you don't actually need printed items. But there really is something. If you are going to a networking event, and like the coaching brochure that you guys will find in the Canva training workshop on my website, if you will do that coaching brochure with your information and you get 25 copies of it printed up, let's say, and you go to a networking event and you're able to hand them a brochure, wow. I mean, you go from looking like you have, a little, hey, she's a life coach working out of her house, to somebody who looks like they're in big business. The thing about having a brand with the graphics all matching, having your social media all look consistent, having your website match your brochures, having your business cards, your email signature, all of those things very cohesive. The beautiful thing about that is it just looks professional. And I can tell you for sure, I know firsthand, when you up-level your business brand and you have this really professional, cohesive look, you guys will make more money. I promise you, you will get paid more. Now, there's lots of little tips in there about how to make graphics look better. One thing I'll just share with you is sometimes we cram too many words on either a graphic or on a page, And what I know from my magazine, my wedding magazine that I had for 18 years, is that you want things to be very spacious. So that means that you have lots of what we call breathing room around the words, so that the words are right in the center of the slide and there's a lot of room around it. Also, little quick tips are to have double spacing. Just like the emails, by the way. If you look at the emails that are easiest to read, they are going to be the ones with the shortest sentences, and they're going to have double spacing. So it's very easy to read. Today's everything is done on our phone. So if you're going to send somebody a PDF about your business, or I have a roadmap for the Business Building Boutique, and it's all done in Canva. It's the same roadmap, by the way, you can use to create your own process in your business. But when you send that to somebody, they're going to be viewing it on their iPhone. So you want to make sure that everything that you do is very spacious and very easy to consume, to read, to digest from a small screen. So that's another way to make sure that things are really top notch and that people will be able to, read it and engage with you. You don't want somebody just scrolling by. You don't want somebody clicking and moving on. You can also use Canva and the graphics to put together some pieces that you could use in your email marketing. We also all need to have an email opt-in. Now, email marketing, you guys, I'm telling you what, I love it. I will help you build and grow an email list because there is money in email lists. I always say that to my clients, there's money in your list, but it's true. Even if you have 20, 30, 40, 500, 1,000, whatever the number is, little tiny number up to a huge number, there is definitely a way for you to reach clients through email, and you can make your emails look beautiful by adding elements that you've created in Canva. All right, so if that is not enough, I hope that I have sold you on exploring Canva Pro, on setting up your brand kit with your brand colors, with your logo, with your particular fonts, and then finding an aesthetic. If it's minimalist, let's say, finding an aesthetic and going to do that with every single piece that you do in Canva. So when you make your email graphics, or you make your social media graphics, or you make that brochure, or whatever it is, everything looks the same. All right, you guys, I want you to go to my website and I want you to watch that Canva training. You can stop it and start it. I recommend that you go ahead and get Canva Pro, or if you already own it, open up your Canva Pro and then watch my training. You can stop it and restart it and do one step at a time, because there are definitely some things in there that I teach you that you would never learn, honestly, on your own. And I feel like I can make things much simpler. And look, you can learn Canva in an hour or less. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. If you would like to have access to the templates that I use for my coaching program, I would love to talk to you. I'll walk you through all that we have to offer. I'll give you a glimpse inside the client portal. We'll talk about all the things that we do to help you grow your business, to help you attract your ideal client, and to help you look like a pro so you can charge more money. Okay, you guys, have an amazing day. Until next week, let's go make some beautiful graphics on Canva. All right, bye-bye. That's it. Thanks for listening. Now it's up to you. Put what you learned today into action. Do what you need to be seen and then hired by clients in your niche. And if you're ready to stop wasting your precious time and get your business finally booked up, you're invited to join me in the Business Building Boutique for New Life Coaches, where you will learn everything you need to be a coach with plenty of paid clients. All right, have an amazing week. Until next time, bye-bye.